Hello, people. Welcome to the Tabs and Tash Podcast. I was trying to do a good intro there, but I guess this is unfiltered, so it doesn't matter how I started. Welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast from the Tabs and Tash Podcast. Hey, I'm just going with it. Tell me which one you like. I'm going all over the place. Maybe next time I'll do a better intro. You know what? I'll make it a thing where I try different intros and see if the one that sticks is what I'll use. So right now, I did the clap and the unfiltered shit, but we'll see. Anyway, this is the Unfiltered episode 2. If you don't get the idea of what we do here, it's just, as the segment says, Unfiltered, we just talk. You know, we don't really, we might talk about movies, but we just talk about anything. Life, not specifically sports, music, or books like last time. Well, we just, I think mostly to be about life, and if it connects to what we're doing now, so be it. Okay, so where do we start off, right? Because right now, we don't have a table shit, but I will start with what has been happening recently, which is my love for Korean movies. Even though I said I won't start with movies, but I'll just start with it. My current love for Korean movies. I don't know what's happening. I've always known Japanese movies to be, like, if someone to introduce me to a Japanese movie now, I'll like expect some of the things I would see. Because I know that culture. I mean, from anime, you can tell like that. That creative kind of stuff. But with Korean movies, I didn't expect that. My knowledge of Korean or K-dramas was like all this cheesy romantic stuff, cheesy comedy movies. And my aunt used to watch them when I used to go over to a place. I was like, hey, what the hell is this kind of stuff? But then I watched Parasite. I was like, okay, Parasite is just one, of course, the director is amazing. Then I watched The Witch, and I was like, oh man, these guys have something like cooking up here. Then Squidgame comes. I'm like, these people are doing something amazing. So I've been on the Korean part right now. You know, since we mentioned Squidgame, I mean, it's the most popular thing right now. It's all crazy. Over the place.
I can't believe it.
Like, did you? I mean, you didn't know anything about it, right? Coming up, was I the one who told you to watch it?
This was like the crazy thing about Squidgame for me is like, I haven't, like, a lot of things I'm like kind of kept up on. Like I keep track of like Korean stuff like that. But this was the first time, like, I remember I went into like work and people were saying like, yo, have you seen Squidgame? And I was like, what is this? And then another person was like, man, we're talking about Squidgame. You watched it yet? And I was like, no. And then a third person mentioned Squidgame, and I was like, what is this show that it's like spreading through word of mouth, which is
that's insane. The best promotion.
That's
right?
the best promotion, because like you can actually trust it. Like people actually want you
to watch it,
and they're like, yo, okay, we won't talk about it around this guy. And I felt bad too. I was like, damn, I gotta watch this.
And for a foreign movie too. A foreign show, sorry, I should say.
They were like, it's Korean, it's a TV show. And I was like,
you know, K-dramas, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No.
But you know how K-dramas have been around, but people like, you know, all the people watch it a lot. But they don't always come up to you and be like, hey, go watch this K-drama show.
No way. And it's like a kind of, K-dramas have like their niche of like kind of people that like romantic things and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, Squidgame, what is this? And then I went home for a couple days, and then me and my brother just like marathon the whole thing.
And how many days did he tell you to watch, you said?
We were only there I was only there for 2 days, so we like went like the whole night, the first, and then another whole day.
God damn it.
And then I remember going back to work and like other people that had started already. Like, we're still at episode 8 or something. I was like, shoot.
How many? I think it's 9 episodes, right?
And it's like a decent length.
But it's like an hour and some is like 30 minutes.
They had like one episode that was like 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I was like, we were pushing it. I wanted to go home to chill, and then I ended up staying up late every night watching Squidgame.
It took me like 4 days, but it was like, to be fair to the show, I wasn't like, I didn't watch it fully. Like I watched like the first 5 episodes. Then the other ones I was working from home. I don't care if anyone at work is listening to this, but I had it on the side. I had it muted, but I was reading the subtitles. So maybe with my head down, I probably missed a few scenes. But so I wasn't fully focused on it. But the last 2 episodes I watched that well, and that was good, man. The empathy in the movie, the idea of it. Like I was telling people, I don't know if I mentioned to you, that whole idea of classism in the Korean culture, they always bring it up. Like at least in in the 2 movies I've watched or shows or whatever I've watched from them, there's always classism being spoken about in some certain way.
And I think it's very big in Korean culture, but it's also like just a very like worldwide. Like everyone
it
kind
is
of
well, but yeah,
appreciate-
we kind of ignore it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like blatant out there. Like I think they like make you notice it. Like they say it to each other,
Yeah.
but they don't try to fix it. I feel.
Yeah.
It's like they just share what's actually happening, but I don't see them fixing it because I heard the whole part about like their parents, how they're so crazy about how they look.
Yeah, it's like the number one
Yeah,
place for
it's-
plastic surgery or something.
It's such an important thing to
Yeah.
to look so good all the time, and I don't know. It's so. I mean, they can't be perfect. No culture or anything is perfect,
Yeah.
right? So I don't blame them for that, but there's something, maybe all that brings this creative mindset from them, you know?
Yeah, I
It's
think
amazing.
yeah, like I think definitely from like stuff like that you can like get really creative. And this movie was this TV show was like just it's pretty wild. I think watching it with my brother made it more enjoyable. I don't know if I were by myself, it would
Yeah.
be because like there's a lot of I've seen-
dialogue.
no, not even that. I've just seen a lot of what they've done before and other stuff.
Ooh.
But like the main thing about this show was like the magic of like the cast. I think was really great. Like the cast,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed each character. And there were people that I hadn't seen really.
Very well.
So it was really fun to watch the show and kind of unfold
You
it.
know, when you mentioned to me like the guy where he like gets him into the Squid Game, I think he's gonna come back for season 2 because he
got
seems
to.
like the recruiter, right?
Yeah.
But when you mentioned to me, oh, that's the guy from Train from Busan,
yeah.
and all of a sudden that scene becomes a very amazing scene to me.
Yeah.
You know, that guy's good looking too, by the way.
Dude, that's Gong Yu, man. Shout out to
Yeah.
the guy.
I
Yeah.
was like, wow. And it's such, even though it's such a short scene where he's in there, it's quite important and
Yeah.
it's quite lovely too. And you were telling me that game is played professionally, right?
Yeah.
Was it you that was telling me about it? The thing
Yeah,
where
it's
you
like a very
smash-
popular
yeah, we're
game in
out
Korea.
together and you were telling me
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a popular like
It's like a
professional
super
game.
Yeah,
Right?
it's super popular. Dakchi.
That cheap.
I've seen it in like Korean.
And was it? I
variety
think
shows.
shout out to Bella. She was telling me, was it you or Bella that where it's better to hit it flat rather than to hit it on the side to try
Yeah,
and flip it,
I
right?
think there's like techniques to it. but
Yeah.
I've only seen it in like variety shows and stuff like
Oh,
that.
like-
yeah.
Yeah, because to be fair, do you remember growing up watching all those Japanese TV
Game shows? Yeah.
They said something house or something. I remember.
Yeah, Japanese ones are wild.
Those are
They're
funny,
so-
man.
my
I don't know
God,
how
they're
they
so
got people.
funny.
So it kind of makes sense with the Squid Game. Now thinking of it,
Yeah.
but those shows were like some of the best, funny, quirky shows.
And
that
anyone could watch
Yeah.
it, right? Because you could just
the
enjoy
the regular
physical.
people too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like American Ninja or some
Yeah,
stuff,
or it wasn't
American
like-
Warrior, right? You have to
Yeah.
like jump. I mean, it was just regular quirky, stupid things that people will fall off and
Yeah.
and they just squirting water on people or something.
Yeah,
Remember?
'cause
Do you watch
humor-
those shows?
Yeah, humor is universal, man. Like the
Yeah, I
physical
forgot about
humor.
those. I there was a time I was on YouTube because I was trying to find them, and there's a whole catalog of people that repost the shows,
Yeah.
and it's something to just watch at the background, you know?
Yeah, but I think that's why like Squid Game really just blows up because it's so like very like each episode has like a game, they learn it, and it's like very easy to understand.
Yeah,
And then also just the violence is really kind
Yeah.
of just eye catching and easy to talk about.
I think the director does an amazing thing well from the beginning with that big playground scene.
yeah,
They actually just
it
tell
catches
you,
you,
yeah.
right? That's
and
why.
it's like, what is happening? I think that's what gets people and they're like, wait, okay, this is actually a really serious
Yeah.
show to watch. And it's not one of this joke because the beginning is all like, oh, this loser guy.
yeah,
And
that's-
the whole, remember when he's in the washroom and they put that knife in his nose? I'm like, oh, the hell is this cheesy stuff?
Yeah.
And I think me personally, I woke up when I was like, when all those people got killed, I was like, what is happening
yeah,
here?
I think that's what the key thing about the show is. It's like
Oh,
you have
and
to
also
watch
the
first
daughter.
episode.
Sorry, it's when he gave the daughter a gun. I don't the toy gun.
Dude, I love that. That was
you
hilarious.
you
to me,
found
though.
that hilarious?
Dude,
that
whenever I
was
see,
not
whenever I see a
nice.
little kid with like a gun, it's just hilarious because she's just
Oh
like,
my god! And he was so happy to get a present, and
Yeah.
it's like gone. Like,
Yeah.
geez Louise.
but it was like
Flamer, right?
Yeah.
Flame. How do you call it? Lighter.
yeah, but it's
Weird,
oh my
weird.
God.
So yeah, I mean that show is amazing. I mean we've spoken about it for a while now. It's like it's almost like we're reviewing it, but I mean something that is taking over the world right now.
Yeah, and it's
I saw a
really
billboard of like at least in America, I think Netflix really promote themselves well. And they had a billboard next to a stoplight, and it's like red means stop, you know. And
They
like,
play the red light,
yeah,
green
like
light,
real light game, and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's a good way to promote the show,
Yeah.
you know. And I thought Netflix was just distributing the show, but they actually paid for it. Like they gave them the money. It wasn't just a distribution stuff. He brought the script to them. You know, there's always that joke that Netflix, if you have an issue, just go up to them and they'll take it.
Yeah,
I guess maybe that happened and they're like, oh, this is really good, and they're probably really trying to tap into that Korean market because they're noticing like those people do have huge stars, and it makes sense, man. To get to that market, dude. I won't be surprised the next people to go into this will be Apple. Apple tries to go into the Korean market,
for sure,
or HBO to try and find a director.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't tried that, because like Korean films are like probably the international films that are most easily accessible for like Western audiences. I find right now.
Why do you say so?
Because a lot of Korean films nowadays, like I think they take a lot from like older American films, and then like use those kind of techniques, but in their own way. Yeah,
that's also weird to me. It felt Americanized, where it's like they want to be American, but it's such in a weird way where it's still in their own form. Yeah, and now the Americans want to be them. Yeah, so it's like a whole round thing where Koreans are trying to do some American stuff, but now the Americans trying to do some Korean stuff, and just a cycle where they're just learning from each other, but. They all have their own originality. Yeah. But the Koreans too, like just because of how their culture is and how they present things, is just it's unique. I think when something is new, it's always lovable. Sometimes, sometimes new stuff is not good, but I think because it's a different way of different actors, different directors that maybe not a lot of normal people. I'll put myself in there I haven't seen. Yeah, that's and we get to watch it. We're like, oh man, so this part of the world is like pretty cool, Yeah,
that's why I think this show can blow. I think it was very similar to like Stranger Things. How like Stranger Things took like all these 80s things. Yeah, and all these young kids or young.
Haven't seen.
They've never seen like all these Spielberg stuff like that, and it just blew up because it was just so good. Like the content, and the same thing with Squid Game. They're taking from so many like different genres, and they're just putting them all in this like contained show that when people see it for the first time, it's like kind of groundbreaking. Yeah. And I think we're gonna see that a lot in the coming future. Yeah. Because it's like all music and art, like things go around and around.
I can't wait to see what music does too in terms of that. I know like BTS, right? Is that what they call them?
Yeah, BTS. That's
they're becoming more popular in the Western world, but in terms of music, they don't really. I don't know how strong they'll hold off. I mean, they have a huge audience. There's a lot of Western people that love Korean music, but I mean, like the music, like hip hop or like rock or whoever start actually doing what Korean people do. I'm not sure how that's going to integrate so much because the music here is kind of different. Yeah. It's not like movies, I feel, where they can really, really. And I won't be to be fair, I might be talking out of my ass, but I won't be because artists do copy from each other. Someone may be influenced by them, and
dude, all music is like going round copy. And round.
To be fair, there's just people I'm listening to right now. Let me actually find their name.
Dude, all my favorite bands are bands that like kind of take from the past.
How do you pronounce this?
Oh, churches, yeah, of course.
It's like I don't know if they're Japanese more, but it's like rock. And to be fair, Japanese people do like rock stuff, no?
Dude, churches?
They're not Japanese.
I don't think so.
Dude, really? Why is it? Look at that. I mean, maybe this particular song is it not Japanese? You see right there?
Yeah, maybe. Is it Korean? It's just like an art thing, but churches is like a bunch of white people. They're like three.
Jeez Louise, it is. But this particular song was Japanese in my opinion. Okay, maybe they add because it's Wednesday. Campanella. The name of the song is out of my head. Yeah. But they're speaking Japanese in the movie, so I thought in the song, so I thought it was Japanese.
Maybe they're just.
To be fair, that's the only song I have from them, so I don't know. Yeah, are they good, man?
They're kind of popular. They have.
Oh, they're popular.
Yeah, they're quite popular. They have. I think their recent album. They're doing it with like one of the Robert Smith from The Cure, who's like one of my favorite.
Nice
musicians.
So they collab a lot then, probably.
Yeah, they're pretty big, actually.
That's good. I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, hey, Korean scene, we're coming for you, man. I have a huge number of movies to watch.
I've seen so many.
We'll probably talk about a few of them now. Yeah. Because I don't mind talking about maybe the ones I found good. Actually, I have the list here. I think the one I'm really looking forward to is Old Boy. Because you said that was going to be really good. I want to see Old Boy. Yeah. I want to see My Sassy Girl too. I'm one to fall for like but like sad, emotional stuff, heartbreak stuff. I don't mind seeing that. And maybe those are the two things I'm going to look forward to. The rest I'm just going to watch and enjoy. But I don't mind talking about those two movies. If you maybe is it I Saw the Devil? Was that actually the name of the title?
Yeah, I Saw the Devil.
I thought it was the devil I saw, but I guess it can go both ways. But we'll see.
Yeah, and that one. But that's Squidgame was Korean
side. What else do I have to talk about? Oh, I was talking to you that I was going to talk about FIFA.
Oh yeah,
I told you how I got the FIFA game.
You can tell that.
I'll tell you people. So, I mean, hey, it's a shout out to EA, man, even though I'm not the biggest fan of them. So, I'm always on Twitch most times, like if I'm just for background music or background noise, I should say. But, SQC, man, I love you, man. It's from Canada, from Montreal, but I think it's in the US now. So, SQCL, for people that know SQC, shout out to him. But I'm always on Twitch, other watching him, watching some my other favorite streamers. Mm-hmm. And I'm on the EA. I follow the EA's Twitch stream. Yeah. And every Friday they do this thing where they do a giveaway, right? Yeah. So and usually sometimes I never get any of this stuff. So I was like, today I'm just gonna try. Yeah. I put my name in there. I was like, hey, give me the code or whatever. And boom, the guy who's presenting is like, Tabs 1 2 fucking saying it. But Tabs or whatever is like Tabs or whatever, you just won. Yeah, make sure you DM us yeah, and we'll send you the code. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, dude. And I was I working? I don't think I was working that day. Yeah. But I was so shocked I won it, and I DM'd them to give me the code right away, and I got the ultimate version, like the $100 version. Yeah, dude. And I got the game. I was like, I didn't want to buy the game actually, and I got it. I was like, oh my god, dude, it was so blessed. It was such a good day too. Dude, that was awesome. The one time I just came over to record some stuff or something. Oh yeah. You were just like, after you're playing your video, you got the door. I was getting my ass killed though. That last 10 minutes. The doors open and stuff like that. And I was just like, what is this guy doing, right? You were playing FIFA? Yeah, but I was playing FIFA, man, and it's been good. It's been a good game. But what's happening with the game? It's so weird. It's like, you said it was good though. Like it's good. It was actually enjoyable. But the reason why it's kind of enjoyable, and some people are kind of like complaining, is like, what's that saying? It's like, do, and if you do, it's like when you do something, they'll complain. If you don't do, you complain. I don't remember the exact phrase. Yeah. There's like do or something. I mean, I can't remember the exact phrase but it's the same thing. So people were complaining. I mean, I don't think EA is doing it because they want to be nice, but it's just the whole idea that people were complaining that they could never get the best players in the game, and you have to spend money to get it. Wow. So this year's FIFA is just weird. You can get so much reward, get so much coins. It's the first time where the ultimate version gives you FIFA points off the go. So like with the $100 version, which I didn't pay for, I got 4,600. I mean, we opened some packs. We opened some packs. Which was the worst idea because I didn't get anything. Yeah. But the idea, point I'm trying to get to is that some of the best players in the game, they're so cheap. Where like there's a player, Gabriel Jesus. I mean, anyone who plays FIFA will know. Like last year, I was checking it. Last year, he was 60K at this time of the game. Mm-hmm. Like 60K coins, in-game coins. Now, guess how much he's worth, to buy him? Like 20K or something? 2K. Does 2K. Does everything cost the same though, or is it like? No, 2K. Like that player will cost 2K throughout. Oh. Like if you want to buy, like the average max price, unless like there's a special need for him that might highest you increase to like 5K. Oh, but it makes so that's what's happened. There's saturation. There's so much. Yeah. Because EA is giving so much more easier to you to get some of the best squads. And now people are complaining that, and this was something they complained about, like, I can never get some of the best players. Yeah, everyone is always good. But now it's so affordable. Like it's not a thing for people to have amazing squads, but people are now being a bit angry about it. Because to be fair, for the beginning of the game, it's you don't want to be rewarded too much. But for the beginning of the game when people are having amazing squads, meanwhile, normally on the FIFA cycle, it's usually at the middle part, like December, January. Yeah. That's when everyone starts getting like top squads. But now already from the get-go, like someone said it perfectly. It's like, it feels like the end of the FIFA. Because FIFA usually at the end of the cycle of the game, that's when things are so cheap. Yeah. But this one doesn't feel like, you don't have that feeling because you don't get that hype at the beginning where, oh man, I have to grind so hard to get the good players. Like, off the bat, I can just play a little bit and I have the best players. Yeah. So some people are complaining about it, but it's like, why are you complaining? That's what you wanted. Like, and to be fair, that should be the idea of FIFA, right? Okay, maybe you grind a little bit, but the grinding should be for you to level up maybe in a division because there are divisions in the game. But the access to the players should not be, I spend 5K in the game so I can have Messi now. Yeah. You know? So the whole dynamic of it. But I've been enjoying it. All in all, it's been a good game. I mean, people always make fun of it that it's just a reskin of the game. But I think the idea that they changed the dynamic of the game. I know you don't play FIFA, do you? No. But it's for my FIFA lovers though. So I've been playing the game a little bit. It's not like when I was younger where I could devote more time to play it, but it's definitely one of the few games I play nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, I go back on COD. I don't play that too much, but a friend of mine got me to start playing it.
Damn, dude.
And I was actually surprised how much I enjoyed it. Probably because I have a better TV now.
Yeah.
My other TV, when I used to play shooter games, I used to get sick, motion sickness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't play for like 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So, let's see, he wants to go out now. So my, oh, they can't you see him? Jeez Louise. So my love for shooter games or first person games was off. I love third person games more. But with this TV, I was like, man, I'm actually enjoying playing COD and all that kind of game. So maybe I might get the new one. That was fun playing it. It was like, I think it's based off World War II.
Oh,
yeah, so it's pretty cool. You know how I like my old shit.
Dude, I can't play shooter games, man.
Why?
Because you lose track of time so quickly. Like after there's like one more game. It's like to the morning.
Oh yeah. I've never been like. I mean, only when I play FIFA with my friends. Like we play pro clubs, then.
Yeah, that was like me when I used to play like Black Ops with my friends all the time. It was like
you guys keep going.
Dude, it's not good. It's like a time sink, right? And you get really good, but it's just like.
Yeah, but that's the idea. You want to get better, so you try to keep playing and playing. And the more you get kills, you're like, oh, there's something weird about it. When you kill someone and like kill 2-3 people at the same time, it's like, yes.
It's like an instant like shot of rush.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
Such a weird feeling.
Yeah, dude. Only story games for me. I need to start
and end. Started playing more
story games instead. Because I don't even play 2K as much as I used to.
Yeah, you used to play a lot of 2K?
Oh, dude, I used to love 2K. I used to play a lot.
I'm not too good at it. I used to play it before, but I never got good, man.
Dude, I played it for like the association and like just like you build your team and you do the season.
Oh, you played the old career mode stuff. That's not really played a lot, right?
Nah, not really. It's mostly like online stuff.
Everyone plays the online stuff, build your player kind of thing. Try to get to 99.
I can't do that.
But you see the difference too but to be fair, in 2K you have to pay money to get that quickly. Because I watch the streamers that play it and give it like 3-4 days that 99 rated. I'm like, oh god. So with what EA is doing, maybe EA is trying to take the same idea, because this guys just off the bat of the game, they already have the best things in the game. And you just wait for 2K to release like new animations or something, and then they use it. But maybe the 2K community doesn't. I mean, the American community probably doesn't mind like getting the best players and getting the best skills early.
Yeah, that's like sports games. It's like all technology nowadays. Like same with phones and stuff. Yeah, it's like you can only do so much improvements, I think, with a lot of technology. Like especially if it's a yearly thing.
Yeah,
like it's hard. I
don't feel it should be, but like there's so much money in it that they cannot they don't want to do it. Even if it's not a huge improvement, they're like, you just release it, people will buy it. Like you said with the phone stuff, like Apple literally, if they wait till like 2-3 years, the phone that you get in 3 years could probably be so amped up with so much stuff in it.
Yeah, that could be a huge market improvement, because like
don't be surprised next year there'll be iPhone 14.
Yeah, because like
which is gonna be so weird. What they're gonna be probably maybe a little bit better camera, but like, because that's why menu changes for such small price.
Yeah, because like because I got a new phone and it's just like the cameras, because I came from like an older phone.
Yeah, you came from old, so that jump gap for you.
Yeah,
right? How long was the jump? Like
3 or maybe even 4 years. I had like
see how that makes a huge difference. Yeah, like, for someone who had an iPhone 8 going to this, you probably recognize it, even though it's the same iOS and that. You put
the screen and the camera.
The camera, the screen resolution. You'd be like, oh yeah, this is a proper thing. And I hope because the whole recycle thing or reuse thing they're trying to promote, it's flawed. It makes no sense, because you buy a new iPhone, you don't get the head of the adapter, because we're trying to be environmental, but it doesn't work that way, because you're making new phones quite fast, so you're using more resources, even if though you use some of the old resources, not so much. You get what I mean? Like there's so much more to be used. But if you wait 2-3 years and people return their phones to you, those phones they return to you can then use. But if it's yearly, the number is just increasing. You're not actually being environmental friendly about it.
Nah, dude, it's like just consumerism, right? Because a lot of people are just like, they'll upgrade to the new phone, all they use it for is Facebook. So it's like, bro. But like, if you can do whatever you want with your money, but like I saw like they did like a Steve Jobs thing recently. Yeah. And they showed like a little video for, I think he was like 75. It's 75. He was supposed to be 75 recently. And they showed like when they first introduced the iPhone. Yeah. And they're just like, it was really funny, like how like big of a thing it was. Like they're like, it's an iPod, a phone, an Internet Explorer, and you could check your email.
Wow.
And it's like, it's all in one.
You know, the most used thing is emails.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Compared to any modern social media, anything, everyone, like the most important thing for communication right now. But maybe phone calls are important, but in the modern world, it's emails. People need most of my work.
Yeah,
is email. You do need emails to come into work,
dude. Yeah, and that's how you like confirm a lot of like your information and stuff like that. But dude, yeah, I'm on Apple now.
Yeah,
iMessages,
good, man. You said you've been enjoying it, right?
Yeah, I'm learning.
What are you learning?
Emojis and
I don't use. You use all that stuff.
No, I'm learning about it though.
You love the Android life. How does it feel? Like, can you share your experience? Because I can't remember last time I used Android was a kid, man. So I don't know how it feels. I don't think I can go to Android at this point. They've hooked me up. I just like the iOS better, to be honest. But what's for someone who has used? How long have you had your phone now?
I have the new iPhone.
You have used an iPhone before, but
yeah, the last I had an iPhone SE like long time ago.
Oh, okay,
and then I had like the Pixel phone.
But you had that blue one, right? It was blue.
Yeah,
the one that had the plastic back.
Yeah, the Pixel.
No, that was the Pixel. I mean, the iPhone one you had was the... You know, there's an iPhone that had plastic back. Continue what you're saying, but what's the experience with it? I'll just go with it right here.
No, dude, it was pretty trippy because, like, the good thing about, like, Android is, like, there's so much customizable.
Yeah. And this was the plastic... No, they're not plastic. Yeah. They were like iPods, but like
this
just had cellular versions to it. Okay.
Yeah, that was like
the cheapest too.
Yeah, they were like super affordable.
Promoting as the cheapest iPhone.
Yeah, so I had that one a long time ago. That's probably like way old. Then I have the Pixel.
Expensive, by the way.
No, but they have a new version. Like this is like iPhone SE, but like the 2021 version. I had like the 20 like early one. Okay. But dude, yeah, no, the iOS is nice because it's like very simple, but Android is pretty cool because like they have like so many apps and customizable like.
Yeah,
things you can switch.
You missed that, like where you could do some stuff.
Yeah, and also I missed the fingerprint. My phone had a fingerprint checker.
It's better than you don't like the idea where everything's just one way of getting to your phone. Yeah, the guy's trying to check your bag. What do you have in there, Tashi?
I don't know, man.
Okay, he just stopped.
But yeah, Face ID, it's cool, but like with the mask, it doesn't work. And then
now you have to. They made it quote unquote easier way. If you recognize you have a mask, you just put in your code quickly and then. Unlocks.
Yeah, but you still have to put in your code. Like the finger thing is
just right behind. I think they had that before, right in the middle.
Yeah, front. That's the only thing. That's the one thing I really.
I guess I don't want to put any finger. It's so weird. I remember when that first came up, I was like, "What? A screen with no buttons? What the hell are these people thinking about?" I remember when that first came out because when they removed I think it was from the iPhone 8.
Oh yeah.
Because the iPhone 10 was the first without any buttons, but I think Android already done it where they didn't have buttons. Yeah. But yeah, I guess it would be nice to have the fingerprinting.
Yeah, that's the only thing because it was just like so quick.
Now it's at the back, right? You just
touch it, and now I have to press like the whole passcode every time.
You know, it'd be so weird. I'm be surprised iPhone 14 will be like, oh, we're bringing back the fingerprint thing, which is like something that should be there. Yeah, like, come up with the kind of technology we have now.
Same with like when you pay for things and you have to do like unlock the phone. Like, you need to do the Face ID, right? So like when I'm at the cash register, it used to be just like finger tap.
Oh, that's so much convenient.
Now I have to be like weird and be like, okay, 1 second.
Yeah. Oh my god, that is so true.
Scan it and then do it.
That is so true. And you will have to put that on this phone because. But usually, to be fair, maybe they already like iPhone 14. They probably have started making already before even. Probably. So this was already in the work, and they're like, oh, we cannot.
Dude, I'm gonna be one of those people that like, I'm gonna buy the newest one next.
You want to do that?
Just because like it would be so handy to have.
Oh my god, Tash, you're so different than me, man. Dude, like I got the iPhone 12 to the same reason, like to get like a new phone because I've been on the iPhone 7 for a long time. I want to get an iPhone, but I didn't go straight for the Max, even though I probably thinking about it when you explained to me, like man, I probably should have done it just to amp it up to the best and just keep it for a while, right? Because I think that's the plan. No, you don't.
Yeah, I wanted to keep this one. Like this is gonna be my phone for like a long time. But I got the.
But now that you're saying the fingerprints, like you wanna. I mean, this will sell a lot. Though. Don't sell it to Apple because they probably will sell it to the right price. But if you were to sell it to someone, I think you get a good price off it.
But it's like, this is like the Pro one. I didn't get the Pro Max or anything like that.
Is there a huge difference?
I think the Pro Max is just bigger.
But they have like the same capabilities and stuff?
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, I don't need a big phone, but yeah, dude, it's pretty.
I'm not seeing on your bag. What's that doll? The yellow doll on your bag?
That's Aquaman, bro.
Oh, Oh yeah, I remember. I think I made fun of you on that.
But yeah, that's
How did you pick Aquaman?
Dude, that was a gift though. It was a friend's gift.
Okay.
So, like,
I was gonna be like, geez, I'm gonna bash you on that.
Dude, Aquaman's cool too,
makes
man.
fun of Aquaman.
Yeah, man. Whoever people make fun of, they're jealous.
I'm just gonna Google Aquaman. Is Aquaman?
But I like cartoon Aquaman, not Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah, the one from the Batman series.
Yeah. That actually has like a funny.
I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch the Jason Momoa one either.
Is Aquaman a joke? Yes.
Dude, come on.
Saffron went and explained the dynamic between Jason Momoa. Oh, this is talking about the movie. It's Aquaman, but it's known for being one of the few iconic. I mean, it's iconic, but it gets no respect. So that the comic book fans and otherwise think he's a lame superhero.
Yeah.
Some people even hate Aquaman. What? Why would you? Come on, man. But Aquaman is a major hero with awesome powers. Do you remember the scene in Family Guy? There's a little cameo scene where what's the guy who made Family Guy again? Such a
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane. He makes a joke where it's I don't say the R word, but some guy was doing something wrong with a girl.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that. I think he was trying to steal something from her.
Yeah.
Right. And there's Aquaman in the ocean there. It's like, oh man, you just drag her in here and see what I'll do to you, man. Oh yeah, you think you're so cool? It was such a funny clip where Aquaman was just there. It's like, man, it's like, help me. It's like, no, look, you try and crawl in here, man. Try and get him to the water. I was like, man, Aquaman is just roasted all the time, man. And it's so weird because the ocean was one of the most feared things, because I like mythology, right?
Yeah.
The ocean is because it was only like it was probably one of the best forms of traveling then, right?
Yeah.
And it was respected so much. But now, because people don't really need, unless you're doing huge cargoes, people like to make fun of the ocean, you know?
Yeah.
It was so respected and feared because the ocean is vast. You can't even mess with it.
It's so weird how things like change like that, right? I saw one thing where a guy was talking about tattoos. Yeah. And like how tattoos are so different now. Like back in the day, if you saw like an old dude with like a tattoo, you'd be like afraid of him. You'd be like, oh, shoot, that guy's got a But now it's like you see like 19-year-olds with like covered in tattoos and you're like, I'm not afraid of that guy at all. That guy does not worry
and
me.
You know something, the media too was pushing that like people with tattoos. But now having tattoos is just a cool thing. Like anyone can get a tattoo. That's so true, man.
It's not even like, it's like not that scary to see.
No, it's not.
Like,
but you said people get cute stuff nowadays. They're not getting like huge skulls and
they're not getting like an anchor or something like a pirate.
And I think again, religion was quite strong too on it, and I think people are like directing a little bit away from that, so they don't really care too much about how they feel. I'm looking at our soundboard. I've not used it, so I just want to try. Probably should use that a little bit more on Unfiltered.
That's a salted. That's a
solid one.
Yeah. Okay, we have to tell a joke and then use that one.
Oh yeah. Maybe tell a mama's joke. Mama's so fat she couldn't fit in. Oh man, I'm doing so wrong. She couldn't pass through the door. That was a good one. Do you have a good one? You go.
You have a mama joke?
Yeah. Any joke you can think of?
Shoot, bro. No, don't put me on the spot.
Okay, mama's joke then. I pressed that by mistake. Come on. Give me one, Tash. Yeah, at least one.
Dude, man, I need like a setup and everything. I don't like. Nah, dude, I love comedy. I feel so.
You love comedy and you can't say one mama joke?
I love comedy, but I feel so self-conscious doing it, you know? I know there's people that are so good at it.
Dude, we're just making fun of things. Let me see. Is that another one? Okay, we don't have that. I mean, we'll find good ones. You know what I want to put that Ronaldo Sue. You know, Ronaldo Sue. I don't know if we ever have the time to do something like that, but I would like to do that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, before we end things, I want to talk a little bit about the NBA. I'm actually excited for the season.
We're gonna...
It's so weird. Like, I think the past 2 years since I started playing the fantasy thing, I used to watch basketball for just the fun of it, but I love you guys, man, but you guys have made me enjoy basketball more. Like, I'm actually, this is one of the first few years where I'm like, I'm pumped for the season, even though the Raptors are no good. Yeah. And obviously, I think I'm more pumped too because Giannis actually won because one of my favorite players.
You love Giannis, man.
And I'm just pumped for the season to see. I'm high on the Chicago Bulls, like I said. Yeah. I'm high to see what the old Lakers, the veteran Lakers people do. Old man Lakers. Someone should give them a good nickname though. Yeah, I know. Like a funny nickname about how old they are and stuff.
Yeah, the seasons. It's kind of weird though. I've kind of gone to like the direction of like, I like to watch the basketball games for the game. And I used to be like, yo, I want to watch try and catch up with everything. But now it's like, I like it to enjoy it. But we're getting ready for fantasy basketball season, so
you gotta get ready, man.
Yeah, you have to do your research, eh?
Yeah, fantasy helps you, man. For
it
real.
does.
You get to know all these players where you don't really think about.
Yeah.
You know, there's this guy from Charlotte. Dude, I'm so bad with names, but he used to take a lot of threes.
The Bridges guy?
Was it Bridges? No, Bridges too came up, was good,
Yeah,
but this guy, he got injured a lot. Oh my god, I can't remember. He has like a Muslim name, kind of funny Muslim name.
Oh, true. I haven't seen any basketball stuff in a while.
Yeah.
Yo, if you had your first pick right now, who would it be? If you had the first overall.
Oh man, I'll take KD still.
KD?
As much as I want Giannis, I think there's something about winning a championship. Even though you want to work hard, I think once you understand how the playoffs work, I think you try and mellow yourself out a little bit. That LeBron knowledge where you get that, okay, the most important part. Because Giannis pushed himself, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, the most important time is the playoff time. So I think he might play well. The big games might do well.
Yeah.
Where the game's easy, he gets good starts. But I think he'll just keep himself low. Maybe not try. To be fair, he's so ambitious. Yeah, I want to go for MVP again, man.
He's going to hundo all the time.
I want to go for MVP again. I think he's someone who won the MVP again.
Yeah, and what's it? Milwaukee doesn't really have any like other players as much. Dude, KD's got to play with James Harden and Kyrie.
Middleton's okay.
Oh yeah, dude, you always get Middleton though, right?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
don't fucking steal my guy. Oh my god, no one should steal my Middleton. I pick him up all the
every time.
He's solid. He's a freaking solid player, man. You know, like his stats are weird. They're just perfect. I like that guy so much. Yeah, I love my Middleton, man. I love that, man. And I've been looking, Ja Morant, dude. I'm exposing myself, but Ja Morant has been my second favorite guy.
Yeah, dude, he's nice.
He's solid, man. Like I like his passion. He's like Westbrook, but
and he goes
less selfish, and he's just in the game. Like he plays it.
And I love that he goes for posters too. He like
tries. Man, did you see what he did recently in the preseason? Huge dunk, man. No, and dude, man, no, I love that, man. I love them. But Middleton is my guy. He's like my solid guy to always have. But KD will be. What about you? Who would you pick first?
Dude, I'd probably go Jokic or
even Jokic would be good, man.
Yeah, dude, I think he's gonna tear it up.
I mean, I'm being dumb because obviously you should go with the all-round star people. Jokic is amazing. KD is amazing. Probably, I don't know if LeBron is so important in that now because I don't know what he's gonna do now. But previously, you say LeBron too, all-star guy. Will is also a good pick that he would pick. I mean, Curry is not a bad shout out now because he and Kyle, because Kyle is back, I think he might amp it up to try and play well. Let me let this guy out because he's just pushing things out.
Dude, for sure. Dude, any fantasy basketball player fans out there? Like, who should we draft? What would your fantasy basketball team name be? Dude.
Fantasy basketball.
Nah, man. There's a lot.
And to be fair, I mean, I've won twice. I'm not trying to brag. I think you won once, right?
No, I get
like three times for 3 years now.
Dude, I get like second place like every time. Or
yeah,
third
you
place.
do get
I'm
second
like always
place.
there, and then I just
but
something.
I think I need a bit more respect, man. I'm like Giannis for I swear, I'm like Giannis. You know, he's that guy where it's like, okay, he's there. He has no skill. But he keeps winning. Yeah. He won the MVP. He won Defensive Player of the Year. He won the ring. I'm that kind of guy too. Everyone's like, okay, Abdul he makes weird ass picks. But I won. I won the first time we started it. The second time you won. I won the third time. But everyone was like, oh, it's COVID. Like, fucking hell, who gives a shit? I won.
But
I need my respect, man. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. That's why I'm so pumped for this. I'm gonna go again.
Yeah.
There's no problems this season, kinda. I mean, to be fair, those like Kyrie not playing
dude, that's crazy.
Home
what
games.
Is this guy, man?
I mean, to be fair, it's a job. Like I told him at my job, like you can't go to work if you're not vaccinated. They want people to be vaccinated. It's that work, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not my place to say if he should do it, but like he owns for what they pay him and like what he's doing, like he should do it. I mean, if you have KD and Harden doing it, then
it's kind of strange, but it's just like.
But he's different, so I don't want to say. I'm not in his shoes. I don't know how it feels. I saw a clip of him playing basketball with KD, but he was wearing the mask and KD wasn't wearing the mask. It was just weird. You know, they were doing like some thing for the community. So yeah, I mean, maybe that's the excuse for this year. They're like, my Kyrie isn't playing this, so don't pick him up. Don't pick him up, people. You know, if you're watching Shout out to Edward Ray Tushan. We have to have Tushan on this show sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe when the season starts, we'll have some episodes with him on Unfiltered.
Yeah.
But man, come on, man. You don't even give you. No one says congrats. I remember no one told me congrats, Abdul, for winning that shit.
Yo, we all said congrats.
No one said that. I can't remember. My memory is bad. So,
dude, I don't know. I was salty.
Come on. Maybe that's the problem. I think people were. I don't know, because I don't know if people are being salty or that never came to my mind. Actually, I didn't think people were being salty. I thought, because I thought we were just playing for fun.
It was a very suspect
season.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
But it's part of the game, though. I had games too where I had people off, man.
Okay, yeah.
I love games people off, but I did it. I did it.
Genuine congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you deserved it.
Jeez, it's 2 rings from you guys, and you guys are the pros. God damn it, man. I deserve my respect, you know? Yeah. I'm literally like Giannis. I'm being honest.
Okay.
I'm that quirky guy that everyone's like, okay, and to be fair, like, I don't know the game like you guys. You've been playing longer than me.
Nah, you know the game well.
Because Giannis,
the game well.
No. I just had to study harder. Wow. I had to work hard, man. Yeah. I told you what I was going to go check all the rust. Like, I don't know if people do waste their time to do that. Yeah. But I literally was going to go to all the squads, see who's who, check up on their stats, see what they're doing in preseason, and then make my point. Because I don't, the big stars you can kind of guess, but I want those people who you don't notice, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing about, what's that sound? Funny about fantasy is that it's not really about that. It's like when the season starts and unusual players, when they get on that streak, like, are you quick to pick them up?
Yeah, when you get that guy,
that random guy,
when you get the sleepers,
dude,
it feels so good.
I remember the first time I won, there was this center from center from Washington, Bryant or something like that. Oh, dude, the guy was playing so well at the end, and that helped me to win. I was like, jeez, man. And I wasn't even the first seed. I never get the first seed. I think you're always you're Tusha or someone's always the first seed.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty good in the regular season.
Yo, last year I think Mahir was good.
Oh,
Mahir was killing it.
He was first seed the whole time.
Yeah, like I was like, man, this guy's gonna win. I was so afraid. I swear I was afraid. I was like, man, can I do it? There was points because I was bragging. I was like, oh, I'm the champ.
Yeah.
And the season starts and you guys were just killing. I was like, oh man, how can I do this?
Yeah,
you and Mahir were like killing it.
Dude, you had a random come up in that. Like,
man. I thought I was not even going to make the playoff at some point.
I was like,
but to be fair, what's helping to is sometimes you get like 1 or 2 players who don't play.
Yeah,
and that kind of spoils it a little bit.
When you have like good players, sometimes they don't play for like the late games and stuff like that. So I kind of
I mean in our roster.
Oh yeah.
Like some people might not make mistakes and not even put their starting lineup. I mean, the first season when we started, I actually used to make that mistake. Some people don't even check on it. Because I was checking like all the time just to make sure I got it. And I think it was 4th seed this season, that last season. And I was so surprised to win it, man. I thought people were going to be happy for me, man.
Dude, we are happy for you.
Nah, you guys are salty. Like the way you sound now, it's salty. And to be, I'm being a bit cocky, but I want to shove it. I mean, that's the whole idea, right? We're all friends. So I want to like shove it so you guys do better, you know. Okay. Work hard, man.
So we do better, dude.
You need to. I mean, I'm getting up to your level, dude. I'm not up to your level.
Honestly, in the fantasy, I play more for fun and the enjoyment and the friendships you make.
Like Kappa.
Man. And also, I pick players that I like. I like to watch the players that I pick.
No.
So I'm not.
I mean, I just said. I mean, Middleton. Who likes Middleton? I love him. Who else? You know who else I picked too? CJ McCollum. He's a solid pick for me, but I think I always pick him.
These are such random guys, dude. CJ and like Chris Middleton are the guys that like are like decent,
but they do well. They can fluctuate. Like remember at the beginning of the season, CJ was just hitting those threes, and then he got injured. So I've had bad times too, and there was a time Middleton was just trash, man. I don't know what's up with him.
Dude,
every year I try to pick up Giannis. But the reason why I said KD was because I know, like, Tushan's always picking him up, man. Dude, let me have him once. He's my favorite player. Tushan's always like,
now I'm going to pick him up.
To be fair, I never get the first pick, so I've never done. I'm always in the middle or something.
That's the best place. So I always
get in the middle?
Yeah, I always get, like, the top pick, and it's, like, the top 4 guys, it doesn't matter because, like, they're all, like, the same. Like, they'll get you, like, the same stats. But if you get the late pick, then you get the early second pick, so you get, like, 2 really good players. So damn.
What about the last pick? Is that a good chance to?
Yeah, last pick's pretty.
No, you missed a lot.
Yeah, you want to be like the middle. That's like
because even if you get that 2 round when you're coming back, it's still not good because you would just pick up all those players. They already get
the great ones. Yeah,
I guess you're right. In the middle, like that 3rd or 4th is like
sweet spot, and then you don't feel as bad when you pick your guy because you know like the other guys are already picked. So you're like, oh yeah, I still get the guy that's good. But like I didn't make a mistake or something.
Yeah, to be fair, I'll probably go into some drafts to just get an idea, to warm myself up, put some oil in the engine, get my brain turning. But I need to get things right because I think this season people are going to try and come from my neck. I'm the champ. So, yeah, we say it's that. All right, you have more to share? I don't know. I'm trying to think about other things we can talk about.
I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yeah,
this is
happy
Thanksgiving weekend.
people.
We're recording this. Happy Friendsgiving.
Yeah, Friendsgiving, what's that?
That's just like, when we spend time as friends.
Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. That was good.
But yeah, dude, I walked out when I was coming here and I just grabbed the coffee and I was just like walking and it was like very chill. And I could see like the trees changing colors. And time's flying.
Yeah, man. Dude, just before we wrap up, there's something our friend Kisik, shout out to him too. Yeah. Maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, he invited me over for Thanksgiving with his family.
Nice.
And there was a point where we went, I don't know, I think it was Aurora somewhere, but the scene there was just so amazing with the flowers and leaves changing colors and all that. Mm-hmm. And that was some of the best time I've ever had, So shout out to Kisik and his mom, man, for taking me out there. And I really had to that cottage, it was amazing, man. Yes. It was subtle, no noise, no cars coming around, just nature, man.
Yeah,
I love that.
Getting that those negative or positive ions from nature and stuff like that. It helps you.
That helps.
It helps your brain and stuff. And it's just like, nature's crazy. Like you have to appreciate some of that stuff. Like when you're walking, just like look up at the clouds and the trees and stuff. Because like,
I need to do more of that. I used to do that a lot before, but
it's very soothing, dude.
I've been really indoors nowadays. When I moved here, I've been a bit more indoors.
Yeah. Well,
my former place, I used to work out a lot, just walking outside, and I don't know. I think as much as I don't like people all the time, like being around me, I like the sense of not like just people walking, but I'm not focusing them. There's something beauty there's a beauty in it for me where I know people around, I get that comfort people around, but I'm just to myself, and it's just nice. I don't know. It's weird.
No, it's true. It's like there's like a sweetness to having like people around, but also being by yourself at the same time. It's pretty. Yeah, it's nice. It's the autumn's coming. It's nice. It's getting a little bit chillier. We're wearing some sweaters and coats and stuff like that.
Oh man, I've not been able to go to the gym, man. I've slacked a lot, but I keep telling. I think I'm going to try tomorrow morning. Yeah. 100%. This is not a lie. Like the weather does mess up. Like I'm telling you, if it was sunny and all, for sure I know I've gone.
I haven't run.
But sometimes I hate. Dude, I remember waking up in the morning. And even though it was dark, the sun would come up a bit early. Yeah. But now I'm up. It's 6:30. The sun is still not out. It's so dark, and there's something does to my brain when my brain is like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah, seasonal like.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it's true, man. I don't think that thing is fake.
I'm super. Every time the seasons change, my body's like super wonky. Like I just can't like.
Before you adjust to it.
Oh my gosh. And I haven't like run in a while. It's just it's
so
really
imagine
bad.
if it was hot and the weather was good. I think your body would want to do that.
Remember when we were in the summer and we were just going for runs all the time? Oh shoot, dude.
Yeah. So all those kind of things, like I definitely noticed that. I was like, I mean, if I want to do them, I have to work harder than I would normally do, like in the good weather.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why California is such a good place to be at, man.
Yeah, because you're always kind of.
Yeah, the weather is just good. I mean, you should always feel motivated to do something in such a place, But again, sometimes the places with the best weather kind of make you lazy too.
Yeah.
In some sense.
Become a beach bum.
Yeah. Become a surfer, dude.
Yo, man.
All right, I think we're coming to the end of this. There's probably so much more to share, but we can do that in the other episodes. Yeah. Should we hint? I don't know. Are we going to invite someone over sometime soon? Should the third episode be with someone, or
I think
we should try and figure it out? Because we do have to talk to these people and see if they really want to even come on.
Yeah, and I've tried reaching out to some people and stuff already, so maybe we can try that. Get a guest list.
I think we can. Hey, Tushan, if you watch this, I don't know if you're gonna watch the whole 50 minutes. But hey, let us know, man. I think because he's been really supportive. I know Mark too has been. Edgar too is a cool person to have over. My roommate too, he's out there, but. I think it's better to have someone which we both know.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. To be honest, I would stay out there. I don't mind Tushan or Edgar. It'd be cool.
Anyone that wants to,
just reach out to you. I mean, you talk to them pretty much more than me.
A little bit.
Yeah, but I don't mind catching up with Tushan and
Edgar. Yeah, that would be so
especially
much fun.
Edgar.
I can't wait to have it would be nice to have some guests on here. It'd be fun just to chill.
We'll see. Maybe the 4th episode. Maybe before the 5th episode.
I think we should try and line up people in the schedule because everyone's busy these days.
Right? Yeah. That's why I don't want to be enforcement, especially if I'm going to change the sets too.
Yeah.
Put things out there. Probably be better to have them on that side, right?
Yeah.
Like in the side space.
Yeah.
We probably have to get another mic too if we're going to do that. Or you want to use that mic you have? No, I mean that will work here.
True.
It's not a bad idea. Rather than buy another one if you want.
Yeah, the podcast is going well. I think
Think so? I mean, we had a little break, funky break.
Yeah, we had a little fun. We had like a funky kind of.
I feel better, man. I'm so glad. Thank you for having that talk yesterday, and having what we did today. And actually, I feel more relaxed. To be fair, I don't know if it's because I'm not going to work the next day because I have time to edit this. That's making me feel better, or. I do think everything's playing a part, or how we're making the podcast now. It feels more refreshing. It feels like I can enjoy what I'm talking about, and it's not really about work. It feels like the podcast I like to watch, where it's like, hey,
that's how
it just talk. You know?
That's how I felt. I felt it getting a little bit
too structured,
maybe, or too much. Like, so I'm glad that we're kind of able to
refresh yourself, and all right, I'll try to see if I can get clips from this. Maybe post on the reels. I remember our last reel kind of did well.
Yeah, and
probably a lot of stuff in here that we can check out.
And I think we did. We can. I think we did like sections
a good portion
too.
of
so
Squid Game. I can cut that whole Squid Game and just put that in there. I mean, we spoke about it for like a solid 10 minutes. You can say.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. Yeah. There's even more to talk about. Like, dude.
In the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have reviewed it, but I guess I didn't want to do that. But hey, when I watch those Korean movies, I don't know if you still have good memories on those movies you watched.
I recall.
They were that good.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I think again, dude, man, that when I said that scene, that house invasion scene is stuck in my head, man.
Yeah.
It's one of the favorite action scenes I've seen. Yeah. In a while. Again, I've not seen John Wick because people do hype John Wick and say some of the action scenes there are like crazy good.
You still have to see The Man from Nowhere, which is like the John Wick.
Yeah. That's
before
true.
it,
and that was before John Wick.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Jeez Louise, I hate that, man. Why are they copying that?
Dude, it's how, man, it's just
and
how
to be fair, we just saw that with the list. There are a lot of Indian remakes, but that makes sense. Indians tend to remake. I'm not being racist, please. I'm just saying it wasn't the show. There's a lot of remakes of the Korean movie, and I think they all share
everything's a remake.
Yeah, everyone copies each other. To be fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up now. Let's want to share something more. I think you have to head out sometime.
Yeah, but I hope everyone enjoys the Unfiltered, subscribes, likes. Thanksgiving too, man. I hope everyone's having a great time with their family and friends. And this is a shout out to all of our friends, family, supporters. We really appreciate it.
Probably this should drop fast then.
Yeah.
Okay with you?
Yeah. And I'm also very thankful.
Thanksgiving is coming.
Share what are some things you're thankful for?
What things I'm thankful for?
You know what I'm thankful for? I'll say first.
You say first.
I'm thankful for you, Abdul.
Oh, but you're just such a cheesy ass man. This man is so cheesy. Don't leave me hanging, man.
What are you thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful of you too.
You can't say that.
I gotta say that. I'm thankful of life, man. I'm blessed to have the people I know, which includes you, my friends, even people I don't know that I meet. I tend to appreciate, even everywhere I go to. I'm really happy to be able to do that. I mean, I always check on what is happening back home, and that always grounds me to appreciate what I have. You know, I show you my wallpaper on my phone. It's just something to just realize how much I have and just be grateful. So I'm grateful. Every time people ask me, at least in person, when you ask me why I'm on the phone, most times when you ask me how am I doing, I'm like, there's not much to complain about because I just appreciate what I have. And there are a lot of places where people don't have what you have. So I appreciate the people you're with, appreciate the places you go to, appreciate the things you can do, the bed you sleep in, you know, the food you eat, you know, because there's so many people in the world that don't even get the opportunity to enjoy those benefits, you know. So yeah, those are the things I'm thankful for. Yeah, thankful of life, man. Thankful of the world.
Me too.
All right, beautiful people. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. I know I'm putting that at the end after being all sentimental and being all original, but it does help us. No, it gives us more encouragement, even though it's a number. It does encourage us that people actually enjoy what we're doing, and
we love seeing it. We like keep track of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we do keep track. Really, it helps us, you know.
It feels good.
And the more we get bigger, it probably helps us to produce more. It probably gives us a bit more leeway to decide whether we should do more of our regular work or that. So all that will come in place if things start doing well. So make sure to subscribe if you like what we're doing, and I truly believe in this. I think something good can come out of this if we're consistent and keep doing what we're doing. It's just a matter of time, man.
Yeah.
Just need the right thing to click, and we're off, man.
Yeah.
So take care, beautiful people, and peace.
See ya.
Bye.
That's it for another episode of the Tabs and Tash Podcast. Wow.